Hello everyone, this is Azrin again, and today we're solving one problem. Yup, only one problem, but this problem is really interesting and I'm sure you have heard about this. Mainly this is number serial problem from Code of Forces, and surely it is draw GCD, so this is task for number series that I really loved so much, and I tried to solve it, but I have never got this, and I'll be great if I could solve this. Mainly, this task is pretty hard, but I got some cheat codes already. And okay, let's get started for soon. So yeah, logically, I'll just open my screen. I'll try to solve this task for hours, or if I'm lucky, for minutes. But okay, so mainly let's just open. I already set my workspace. So okay, this is row GCD. Okay, so you are given two positive integer sequence a1 to an and b1 to bm for each, j1 to m. Find the greatest common divisor, like GCD, of a1 plus wait. Okay, so I need to print m numbers. uh Logically, mainly it's indexed by j, uh and I need to print the GCD of array a, but for each of the element, I plus bj. Okay, pretty understandable. I think so we will need to draw something like to implement this. Mainly just to solve this, firstly let's enter right there, and to start solving this task. So firstly, this is n, this is m, this is a, this is b. So okay, and mainly I just would like to try to see that if I need to print GCD, it means that I will need just to make some function GCD. I think so it's really important because, for example, there also, like, I think so we need like type of difference array, type of prefix array, mainly just to find the GCD from for example, to find GCD to this index, like this type things. Future Yep, at the future will be needed. We will need this. And okay, let's get started. Mainly this is a, and this a, this is b, and okay. So GCD of what? Uh, GCD, for example, x. Nope. GCD. Yeah, GCD for each bj. For example, bj is 0 and b is just 1, and there we notice that so there's 2. I plus each of them. Yep, 2, 26, then it's, yep, 122 and 170. And mainly, yep, it's already visible that there's just these two. So okay, yeah, I'm pretty glad for this. This is 226, 122 and 170. As we see, they're all divisible to 2, and cause of just to print 2, and I'm sure this, and now we do just plussing 2 to each of the, just do +2 for each element of array A, and this is going to be GCD 3, yep, 3, then 27. Yep, 27. Then I get 123. Okay, and then we are also going to try 171. GCD is equal to what? It's divisible to 3. Yep, it's also divisible to 3 million for understanding if I'm going to say some cheat code for math. If you want to know if number divisible to 3, just sum them, like sum the digits of the number. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, and 6 is divisible to 3, and cos of 123 is divisible to 3. That's all. And the same position, I think the same station is there. Yep, it's also divisible to 3, so we just print 3. Okay, so, and we continue. I'm glad at this. Mainly it's the GCD of each number there is the first number, because of like 8 and 24. Yeah, okay, and we continue at this order. X 4 times, like something like this. Okay, the first thing I would like to notice is that we just the element bj is going to be plus for each element. This type of cheat code, because I think so from number theory I learned that it's enough just to plus once bj. That's all. Mainly we just do, I mean, a1 plus bj and then just a2 a3 until an. So let's just check this, but I'm not sure, but okay, why not? So it's going to look like this. GCD of, I'm going to write it just this letter J, and the GCDs are going to be 2, no wait, 25, then yep, so no, I missed, or no, yeah, there's 25, then GCD of 2, 25, then yeah, it's pretty strange, but yep, we don't get some 2. But I remember there was something similar, but I will try to remember this. For example, right there, yep. For example, each of them needs to have some numbers that they're divisible to, and if I divide them all to some number d, for example, this all is divisible to number d, like GCD, it is. As we see, what do we find the, oh, wait a minute, just no. So I will try also to solve this by easy way. Mainly the time complexity is going to hurt us, because the limits are 2 multiplied to 10 at the power of 5, and numbers are 10 at the power 18, and by 2 seconds I don't think so it's easy to do. Let's find the GCD of each index. It's going to be everywhere 1. There's also 1, because of 1 it is just continuing. Yeah, this is strange. Okay, and for example there's also 1, 1, so nothing is changing. I mean, as prefix arrive, but this GCD is just equal is just to make it easier look like, because it really hurts. We get some pain because of this formula. We could do just a1 plus bj, and it could continue, but it's not going to work because the greatest common divisor is just going to be 1, and mainly it is going to happen often, and cause of by easy way just to, I think we need to check some lectures. Let's I've seen this book, or I'm missing, yep, there's some number theory. This is multi-prime numbers, modular arithmetic, chapter notes, Euler's. Oh my goodness. So I'm missing this book, so let me find the right one. Yeah, that it's there was an incredible yes, there was an incredible lecture, mainly about number theory, and I will try to find it, but I couldn't. Wait. Elementary graph theory, control F number. Elementary number theory. What do you mean? Is there some harder? But okay. Prime factorization. It's 63. Let's just enter some 65. Binary. Where? Wait a minute. What is this? Yeah, elementary number theory. Yo, prime factorization. This is an LCM mainly. What is this? The greatest common divisor of two integers a and b is the largest integers that's factor of both a and b. In order to find the GCD is of the numbers, we use the Euclidean algorithm, which which as follows. This is the math system. I mean just yeah, so just a and b equals to the a if b is 0, and equals to the GCD of b a mod b if b is not equal to 0, like there's while loop. I see. Yeah, the same thing. Incredible. So okay, and LCM of a and b equals to a mod by b and divided the greatest common divisor of a and b. Okay, yup, here's that's what I want to see. It equals to the GCD from there. No, wait a minute, something's wrong. This is as minimum function, a minimum function or maximum function in C++. Mainly, how does it look like? Like we write max, okay, like mainly we write max, then we write, for example, let's just do like this, and we just do a, then max of b, yeah, and c, and then we block it. And mainly it takes this, then yup, that's the same. For example, if I and I couldn't change this. For example, if I add d is going to be equal for max a, then max b, and max of c and d. Yup, like this. Okay, so they're the same, they have some connection. I like to remember this. Okay, so it's pretty understandable. We need to take this for our brain. I'll just remember this. That's all? Are you kidding, man? Yo, there's nothing. This just was prime factorization, just an LCM, and only modular arithmetic. Yo, holy crap. Is this the same? No, it's problem C. But let's see how it's going to solve this prime factorization. How many rated this task? Are you joking? No, this this prime factorization. There's no GCD or something like this. Okay, but this is no problem for us. There's no problem. Unfortunately, we can learn something from there, but I will give up, and I'll just take this formula and to translate this similar for this. Sounds hard, but let's solve it. No, I just need it. Let's take a screenshot because it will be hard to copy. Okay, so that's so. I think so right there. For example, let's do this type sync A1, A2, then A3, and A4. Mainly is GCD equals to this. And this is simple GCD, and this GCD is going to be equal what? If I plus BJ and BJ, mainly it means that I get, let's just write it. So mainly GCD, okay, A1 plus BJ, then GCD of A2 plus BJ, then GCD of A3 plus BJ, and then this A4 plus BJ, and unblocked 1, unblocked 2, unblocked 3. Something similar to this, and I like to make it way easier because it's not enough. Let's just like this. Okay, I'm sure that we need to distract BJ. There are lots of them. And like this thing needs to be divisible to something. And it's divisible just to this GCD, for example, divisor. And divisor is equal to, I don't know. So just to, how to describe BJ right there? Yo, holy crap. For example, I just could try to do this. Is it possible if I just plus this to end? Oh wait, there's one GCD up. 1, then 1 plus 1, what's 1 plus 1 is 2. This is still 1, like this is 1. Okay, then 3, then 8, then there's 1. Yo, this is really, I couldn't believe this. This really sounds good. What if I just do this? Let's go right there, then write it there. No, I couldn't do this. Okay, for example, it's going to look like this. GCD of A1, GCD of A2, there's GCD of A3 and A4. I finish this, and this. And then I do plus BJ. And this is also equals for this GCD of just A1, A2, A3, A4 plus BJ. That's all I could prefer to do right now. Like I just I'm saying the truth, I hope. Yeah, for each BJ. Yeah, just do this. We could find, yeah, especially if we find the core of this formula, everything is going to be easy. And right now I'm trying to find it, but there is no something visible at my eyes. I mean at my eye. I missed. I'm sorry. Yo, this is something so strange. I couldn't believe this. Like, it goes from if we wait. For example, if I do some, if I add to the element some value, and I find its GCD, then what's the difference between finding the GCD of a random adding an ABJ? Okay, let's try this. Nope. Today we are with solemn text. Let me do it way better. Yeah, I think so. I'm saying the truth again. Let's just. Okay, let's write this L N M yo BM, and then we take input. A x, and then let's just copy this and do the same as B. Yeah, this is good. So mainly let's make some template and type name, let's just call it some number. I mean, I'm doing this for all of type integers, mainly for int, long, or double. Okay, so num just GCD. There's going so okay, the arguments I don't know for a while. Okay, yeah, it's really hard to find the GCD of the array. Like, let's firstly make just usual GCD. I give num A and num B, then I return example just no, it's easier. If B is equal to 0, return A. Yup, and then I'm going to call recursion return GCD of A and B model. Yeah, model A. I hope I'm saying the truth. Yeah, no, it's B right there, and that's pretty bad. Where it is, yeah. And there's B model A. Yep, I hope. Yo, are you joking? Let me write it again for remembering it better. Return GCD of B a modulo B. Yep. Right now I'm going to the finding GCD of array, num GCD of array, mainly I don't read, I read array, vector, there's going to be num. Also, I would like to add some reference, and let's just call it A. It's not really good. Wait. This is just this reference, and they're like adding const. Yo. No, I don't think I need to do mainly to care about this. Let's just continue. So mainly I have num some answer or result. I'm just going to call my variable just answer, and then I'm going to walk at array from 0 and while y is less than a dot size and y plus plus there it's getting right. So mainly what I would like just to care is that as we made this formula there, how we could pass this, mainly GCD of a one or something like this, like to find the GCD of, so answer is going to be equal from GCD of answer and AE. Yup. That's pretty good, but not 1. I mean, really big mistake. Let me show. How to make stay func for in C++. How does it look like? Yo, what the hell is that? This is, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we need to give the first element. Yep, I'm going to give them a 0 there and walking for 1 and return answer. Let's compile our file. Where's the problem? Num GCD override. Do I need to make second template? I know. Num doesn't name a type. Did you mean enum? No. Example, if it's there, what's going to happen? Alright, not there, but let's make it there. Let's compile it again. I couldn't believe. So what's the difference? Okay, so it's possible that I return this type of joke. Okay, so let me make like this. This I'm going to add right there. Pretty good. Yo, this is really strange. But okay. Next it says yep, we just find the GCD of array A. Okay. I'm going to put this. A little GCD A is going to be equal for GCD of array and A, and there I like just to see for let's work with for each in B. Yep. Out GCD of array A plus X. If it's going to work, I will be happy so much. Let me just make it a little bit good. This and like this. Okay, so I think so the main problem is in this function. Let's debug it. Yeah, but you know, how does it treat A? I think let me make it really well implemented. Okay, so just sing AE. Let's go with this. Just this is going to be LL. Okay, let's just put like this for a while. There's going to be M. Yeah, it's pretty good right now. Let me just delete this. Okay. No, it's pretty good, yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, the GCD is going to be 1, but why X doesn't work? Let's just debug B, right? And I input them. Okay, this is really strange. What is this? Wait. B1. There's going to M. And let's clear the terminal. Run the file. 000. Yep. 0 white couldn't be read. I think so. Because of my syntax is freaking bad. It's freakily bad. B, yep. change the same position. Wait, let me clear the room. So really, I'm pretty done. What could I be? Read by? Okay, so okay, let's take it as an real array. It says that it doesn't read any input. Yo. Bro. This is type of jog. Yeah, okay, let's submit our code. There's some chances that this is going to work. Yo, are you joking? Yep. This is the most painful thing. Let's really analyze it clearly. This term is already going for 37 minutes. Wait. Yo, is this type of joke? Where's the BRI? Okay, yeah, I was expecting this. I think so we need to change everything. Because we couldn't achieve something. The problem is in my logic. So okay, let's kill it just to clear it full. Okay, how to define this? So I think so. There's nothing we really could do. Like a1 plus bj, then a2 plus bj, and it continues until an. And mainly, why we couldn't do some brute force? I think it's because of this. For example, what if I add this to the GCD, like at the end, there. No, I couldn't do this. Wait, so I think so. We could find some GCD hacks. GCD hacks in mass. No, number theory. Yep, interesting. Central and efficient finding the largest integer dividing two or more numbers using paper like GCD a minus. This is pretty interesting. Mainly in my notes, I have that type thing. Yeah, so GCD A and B equals to the GCD of A and then ABS A minus B, and the same with GCD um, of lots of elements. So I think so we just need to do something with this. What Wikipedia that says greatest what is this? Y, and it's going to the light mode. Let me just yep. Overview, definition, example. It jumps. Yo, no. Coprime numbers. Wait. Overview. Then we go applicants. Reducing finite. List common multiply. Calculation using prime factorization. Use calculation. Here it is. Complexity, external links, references, notes, say also no. Complexity, other methods. Using prime factorization, less common reducing fractions. What is this? No, this is the last common. Yo, what the hell is that? I'm done. So okay, I don't know how could I use this. For example, this one. GCD of A and B is called the GCD of A and ABS. No, let's put this. Yeah, this is pretty good. Like, there, I could do. Yeah, and cause if I mean, once we are going to use BJ each time. For example, if it's A and this is B, I took minus. Like as you see, for example, this is going to be GCD of A1 plus BJ, and then continues. Yeah, but then it continues just with numbers of A. For example, there. It's going to look like really strange to 20. Yep, the same thing. Oh, no way, that's really hard. I don't have any idea for solving this task outside of brute force, but I don't know, just what if we find all formulas for working with GCD? What is like some plus? Running plus something, there's no. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, what is Peter's in there? If, for example, GCD of a, yup, plus something of x, yup, and b plus x to what it equals. The main problem is that we have the same. Unfortunately, we don't multiply. That's the problem, and that's the point. Mainly, it is GCD. It's just, yup, it's going to change. A plus x, a minus b. Nope. Yo. So is this going to help us? Mainly, for example, a plus x, then a minus b. I don't think so. Given a positive integer n, find the addition positive integers a, b, c such that a plus b plus c is equal to n, and GCD a b is equals to c, where GCD of, okay, first, so I need to print three numbers, and this of n equals to the c. So, yo, oh, it's pretty understandable. Mainly, it just do like this, yep. So we find the formulas that b and a taking to themselves. For example, what's equal to no, I mean from there. Yep. So a is going to be equal for c multiplied by a. I think so. Nope. LCM of c and a. If I don't miss. So we find their values by this formula, and then putting it right there. No, it's not helping me. I just want to understand how to end this score. Well, let me try some another. For example, if there's only like 5 and 5, 1, 2, 3, or 5, for example, 10, 4, 7, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, let's solve it. For example, yep, it looks like this. It's the A array, and this is B array, and we need to plus itself. We get 11, we get 12, we get 13, we get 14, yeah, and 15, so mainly we get 1. Then yep, we have what, 10? No, if we go to 4, we get 5, we get 6, then we get 7, 8, then 9. It's still 1. And 7, 8, then 9, again 1. So 10, 11. Yeah, it's going in increasing mode because of, let me try some another. Alright, I like to start it by 1. Let's put there some 11. Let's put there some 16, some 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Mainly, let me try some this. Okay, so it's going to be 11, 21, then it's 26, then it's 12 and 14. There's 2, but because if there's 1, I'm not glad for this. Then we go for 5, we go for 15, yo. So we go for 20, yo. Okay, so then we go for 6, we go to 8. Yo, are you joking? It was good. Okay, but we get there 5, and then we again get some 1. Okay, let's put some 7 right there. It's 8, and then it's 18. Then it is 23. Yup, then 9, and then 11. Still 1. 2, 22, 17. That's all. It's already 1 and 4, 6. Yeah. We get right there 1 also again. Mainly we have 3, 4, 14, and 10. Yeah, it's all 1. This is the most worst error I have ever took. Mainly. I'm joking. So, for example, I would like to need. I think so. I'm like towards some video, for example. Number theory in competitive programming. Yo, who are you, man? What the hell is that? So there's just only problems. Then how to package file number series. But I have known that, for example, GCD of A1, for example, plus BJ, and until it goes to the AN plus BJ, it equals, for example, if there's, yo, no, wait, it was A minus B, then B plus X. Then it means that I will subtract the next element with by absolute value, and then I put the GCD the B plus X, the next one plus X. Then it means that I need BJ at my by my mind is just equal to the GCD A1 plus BJ, and it continues until AN. Holy crap. Okay, it equals to an plus bj. So that's all that I want to get. I was close. Not close. I was just. Oh no. But okay. Mainly. Uh huh. So I think so. I would write this. Yep. That's all that we was needing to have. Implementation at C++ is really going to be strange. There. Let me make it all strange. I'll be needed to give the num2 some num there. Um, um, let's call it number. Yep, so I'll be needed to implement this at C++. It's going to be yep, just ay minus, then it's going to be minus 1 there. I'm going to subtract each element, and a1 minus a2. AE minus AE plus 1. Answers go to the then nope. Then what we need next is GCD a1 plus bj, a2 plus bj. Then at the end, how do I implement this at C++? It's the same one. Mainly about the implementation. No, just GCD. And then if answer if is less equal to the a size that minus 2, I think so there's going to be some of this type of thing. Mainly it means wait a minute, so I think so it's going to be yeah, if y is equal to the a size, then we just need to do answers equal to the GCD of itself and number there, yep. Some AE, yep, minus. there it was saying that it equals the oh, but then I need to subtract them. Yo, are you joking, man? Okay, so the implementation is really looking hard. For example, okay, this stream is going for 1 hour already. For example, I think so. Oh, it's also possible to do like this. GCD of all the right, just adding the BJ. Yeah. Then let me copy this just by my eyes. As I see, first of all, I give the input like this, and answer is going to be equal a0. Nope. Yep. A0 plus bj, and then I need to find the GCD of what? The GCD of whole array. Yep. Okay. So let me do this. This is logically part 1, P1, and we will have P2. I mean part 2. P2 is just equal to the A0, and by simple solving there, A is less than A dot size, yep. And I do y plus plus. There, I'm just going to put P2 is equal to the GCD of AE and AE plus 1. Yep. Right there I give -1, and then I give answer. No, answer is going to be GCD of what? I think that's pretty bad. Of GCD of P1 and P2. Yep, and then we return answer. Then let's go back there. I just need to return answer. Yep. So C out GCD. No, I'll be needed to do some loop. Long x and b array, and then I give GCD of array function. Mainly I call this function, and I call the array a and call x. Mainly, what if I do ll answer, and then I just do C out like yep. Let me compile this. Yo, so what is the problem, like number? Okay, so it's going to be equal to the number. And then I just don't use this. Okay, let's compile. So we just get 1 1 1. So the main problem is that I think so we just yeah, it's good. So and Google says that it goes to the GCD between A1 plus BJ. I mean, like it is. And the GCD of the whole array. Yep. Yep. So, I don't know what could be the problem. The problem could be, just on in. I think so. It's the problem is in function. Is it? Implement in C++. Mainly, how do I think so? I'm giving the right, yep. Div GCD, so I do, and then okay, so it just finds the whole GCD, and then just doing the same. No, this feels strange, like this is the same. Cover the difference. Why the difference? I just want to do it. For example, it says that we need to calculate it just by just taking some minus, but I don't think so. Let me show you this, like GCD A1, no, GCD of A1 and BJ, yep, then I need just to give some this and whole array in, yep, whole array, I mean array A. So final gist is going to be equal for the GA. What is GA? Yo man, what the hell are we talking about? Wait a minute. No, I missed. So I think so. It's just for to find the GCD of array elements. We just I do dir plus bj. Yep. So after this, calculator array GCD, and then I just need to print calculate AR. Are you joking, man? Yo, what's the problem? Mainly I do the first part, then I calculate the GCD of P2. And then I just give X and B, and then I give LL answer. GCD of array is A and X, yup. Bro, what the hell is going on? Like, I couldn't understand what this. Wait, so something's real so much wrong. So GCD function is incredible. Then we go for this, and there I give the number, and mainly I plus this, yup. And mainly I give to, yep, I'm going to find the GCD of part 1 and part 2, and part 1 is already made. So mainly I will be just needed to write what, wait, so part 2 is called the GCD of AE and AE plus 1, yep, it is. So mainly there's a problem, I want to find it, I couldn't do this. Let me just, and the way Google so for J, what the hell is going on? Like, holy crap. Yup, okay, for example, why do, okay, so just could I calculate this without like this? Only it's 1, yup, and it's 2 and because it's 1. Okay, so I will need to do this by difference, so I need to remember the formula. It was mainly it was yep. What the hell is it? Bro, this is type of joke. I don't want some AI. Yep, so it worked. Finally, what is this? Goodbye. So okay. It is A plus X and then B minus Y. Yo. Okay, I'm not going to make some functions aside the GCD function. For example, let's do a little E. Then there's something strange about like A plus X plus B minus A. So it means, yep, so A plus X and then A minus B. So this is, I just need to take a y then minus a y plus 1 and take their absolute value to compare this GCD with this. So, and the array I will be need, I don't know. Yep, so part 1 is going to be equal for a0 multiplied to the bj. Holy crap. A minus b, yep, so mainly it means that mean just the total function. Nope, not the total function, but it's possible. Mainly I need some difference array. Here I took this, mainly I find its GCD. For example, if I make some vector, then it's equal to the sum of like type of diff and I is less than a n I mean, and there is less than a minus 1. I'm going to do diff push back, and now I'm going to push back just a yep, a. I'm going to push back absolute value of ae minus ae plus 1. Yep. So yep, that's all I'm gonna do right there. Okay, and then I'm going to walk. So if I make difference array, and mainly I need to walk b array for taking bj, mainly it means a little answer is just a 0 plus a 0 just plus some bj, and yep, and mainly it is going to be part 1. Yep, and from how Google shows, I need to put some GCD right there. It's really strange. Different for array in C++. Yep, that's what I want to do, but it's really no, it's not even that I'm implementing. There's only a minus 1. So okay, so for example, get find GCD with x. He's just taking lots of comments, for example, but then it also like this if I do, and there if I go like this. For example, yep, result it is. Let's just remove this. If array sum can return 0, long result is equal to this, and then we have some std right there. Let's also remove this. For example, result is like this, and then the GCD between the result and yep, holy crap. Okay, so we got some new math formula. I will practice this, I think so. Okay, and then we continue with array b. It's find GCD is x. I hope there's all long no. Our answer is going to be find GCD with x, and this x, I just give some array a and then x, and I just and some completion. Yep, right there. Yep, it's pretty good. So let me say this. Let's go to the Firefox. So yeah, the stream is already going for 130 minutes. Okay, so let's just go for Firefox and then submit this code. I hope that's going to work. And I think so. This is not the end of number series at this channel. I think so tomorrow it's possible that there will be some. No way, there's some time. Is this teal? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Time of exit. So I don't know how just to exit this. I think so. It's impossible to like. If it's 2 seconds, we just get some problem in. Yo, how it's possible just to trick this? Finally, so. Holy crap, what the hell is that? And how could I treat this Telia? This is already ON. No, OM. Then I go for this, and this is already yep, ON. And then when it's in this, it's just ON multiply N. I don't think so. It's I think it's really really impossible to exit. Just let's switch and it's tutorial. Tutorial. No, are you joking, man? It's tutorial is just something another one. Okay, let's find out. Tutorial. Tutorial. Yo, it's opening the code forces. Okay, this is simple GC function. Okay, this is ON. Oh yeah, he made only by linear search. No, wait a minute. He doesn't use some array there. Difference GCD. Then he uses some 0. Oh yeah, so he just finds the difference GCD. Logically, it's what do we need? Okay, yeah, it's pretty good solution. Okay, let me submit this. Unfortunately for today we couldn't solve this task, but so yeah. But as we look for this code, yep, we just found the old crap. Yep, we just when we was given some a plus x and then b plus x and to find its GCD, there we would need it to find b minus a, and yep, and it's for each element, and a holy crap, yep, that's right. And we need to do for each element minusing. It's even in my notes. Okay, so yep, a minus b at abs, and logically I just minus the every I just from end from, for example, an, I do minus a1, and it continues until I go to a2. I find the difference GCD, and mainly we have two parts, a0 plus bj and the difference GCD, and then I just put it, and yeah, this is accepted. So unfortunately for the day we couldn't solve this task. So the stream is already going for 1 hour 26 minutes. I think so it would be great if we just can take some number serial lectures in internet, if it's possible to just search for them. For example, yeah, unfortunately for daylight, I don't think so. It's already time. It's already 11 p.m. for Azerbaijan time. So I think so. I will try to solve some another number series task for tomorrow, and for tomorrow, I think so. I will try to learn some number series. It's really important. I also advise you to study this because the future is going to be just dead. And don't be cooked as me, just and study number series. This is the best thing you could do. So goodbye. See you later.